Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It's Friday night. I am finished work. I have just taken a couple of cold and flu capsules because I'm all stuffed up. What can I say? So, this evening we are talking get a grip. Um, so I read a headliney thing when I was at work today. It was in the Express, the Scottish Daily Express, and it was all about this fish and chip tax. What a load of rubbish. However, there is this new thing coming in. Seemingly, the Scottish Government have decided that we should have a circular economy thing, which means that we need to pay more if we're using single use things like, buying a Big Mac or fish and chips or whatever. And you're like, seemingly, they also want to fine you if you mix up your bins. Now, I don't know about the rest of you, but I have a green bin, which is general waste. I have a blue bin, which is for cardboard and paper and such things. I have a grey bin, which is for soft plastics, plastic bottles, Tetra packs, etc. And I have a brown bin, which is for compostables. So, like my garden waste, my cat litter, because I use the wood pellets for cat litter, any flowers that I had going in, or any food waste. So that's my bins. And seemingly they're going to fine us if we get it wrong. Really? You want to try and fine me for putting the wrong stuff in my bin when my bin has to sit out overnight on a Saturday night along the road from the pub, along the road from the park where the dog walkers go. And you go tell me that I'm going to get fined if somebody puts their dog poo in my plastic bin? That's not going to go down well. Absolutely unworkable. What if you live in a block of flats? You don't have your own bin then. So who's going to get fined for that? And then they're talking about putting this 20 pence, the latte tax, 20 pence on a cup of coffee. Now, don't be giving me your rubbish. Years ago, and I'm talking a lot of years. Yes, I hear you. Do you want, excuse me one moment. Do you want out? Is that what this noise is about? Right, get. Raven, I'm not standing here all day. Move. Get. Go on. Right, do not make any more noise. All that noise and she didn't even want out. So anyway, latte tax, yes. Years ago, when my dad was not well, like before he was terminally not well, when he was not well before that, so you're talking 5-6 years ago minimum. We were at the hospital in Ninewells in Dundee, and they had 20 pence off if you brought your own coffee cup. Now, that was just when your reusable cups started being a really big thing. So before the pandemic, when everyone just went, no touching anything that's reusable. But at that time, there was a big hit onto I'm saying Ecover, I don't know what that is. I think it's a brand. But your compostable bags for your food, your reusable coffee cups, etc., etc. So that was like over 5 years ago. They were reducing the price of your coffee by 20 pence if you brought your own cup. What is the betting now, if the government puts this through, that what will happen is my £2.50 coffee will now go up to £2.70, and I'll get it back to £2.50 if I bring in my own cup. Yeah. Whereas at the moment it's £2.50 and I get 20 pence off, so it's £2.30 if I bring my own cup. Load of rubbish. And personally, I think they would be better served if they are looking to try and be environmentally friendly. Maybe look at all the travelling they're doing. Maybe look at all the stuff that's getting dug up for these electric cars and how many of them are going poof up in flames and then dying a death because it's so many thousands for a new battery. Not impressed. Can you tell I'm not impressed with that? So yeah, this is just utter rubbish. I am shocked at what the cat's doing. Stupid animal. She's about to knock all my jars over. But yeah, I mean, what is this? 20 pence for a bring your own coffee. A tax on your takeaway containers. And yet there's no tax on all these private jets, private yachts, all these diesel guzzlers. All these people who are spending thousands travelling. The government that's spending hundreds of thousands travelling. And not just the Scottish government, UK government, Welsh government, every government. There's all these private jets going. Rishi Sunak's well known for taking a wee helicopter trip wherever he has to go. So they can just go and boil their heads with this. No happening. And thank you, Mary, for that thing that you said, because she said that there's now 4 councils in Scotland have declared an emergency on housing. I went and looked up the English council numbers. They don't have the same sort of numbers, but 4 out of 5 English councils are struggling with housing. So what do you want us to do? At the moment, there's all this stuff going on. They're like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. Maybe actually look at the bigger picture first. Because I'm not thinking that me taking a reusable cup is going to make that big a difference to the environment compared to Rishi Sunak's helicopter jaunt from London to wherever. Or your WEF Foundation, your World Economic Foundation meeting. How many private jets went there? How much energy was used making them all happy, making it beautiful surroundings for them, etc., etc. And even this, what is it, the Edge, this Noom thing, the big thing, the big blade thing that they're doing down in the desert somewhere. How are you going to keep that cool? Oh, that would be air conditioning, which is what they do at the moment. You go through your air-conditioned miles and all the poor people are living outside where all the heat's getting taken out and they're living in even hotter conditions. Do not at me at how wrong they are doing this. So, sadly, this thing has been put through the Scottish Parliament. We're not impressed with it at all. But between that and the housing, you're just like, can you not just see what needs to be done? Instead of looking at these, oh, we'll change this, oh, we'll change that. Actually, just change the basics. That's all we need. Grumpy, grumpy, grumpy. And that is the rain battering off the windows there. No wonder the cat didn't want to go out. Right, I'm going to go and have my cup of tea and sit in front of my fire now. Because, listen to me, I'm through the cold. I will catch you later.